So I think I shared with you the magical stuff that was happening around getting me to write a book, right? I think I shared with you the idea that I had about I should write my own damn book instead of always referring to other people's books. And then I thought, okay, I'm a generator, so I'm going to wait and see what shows up in my outer world. And then this friend of mine said, hey, I'm now helping people publish books. You're a banging astrologer and human design coach. I think you need to write your own book, yada, yada. So then, my birthday's on Monday, so I was actually looking at my own chart, and I found a site where I could download a copy of my solar return. And what does my solar return freaking say? This is your year to write a book. I went, oh my God, okay, get it. I get it. You can stop helping me with all this information now. I got it. I'm going to be writing a book this year.
Wow.
So it's been kind of magical as I start to really pay attention and follow my own human design, my own astrology into living my life as magically as I can. Did you know that, that book that you and I both have, the big thick one, Your Destiny, whatever, another?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, that one. I realized I was born in the week of magic. And I have always felt like this magical connection with the animals, with numbers, with nature, with the sun, the moon, the stars, with chance meetings, with anything that you can term magical. I resonate with it totally. I even tell people, live your life magically. I mean, that's my big thing. So to me right now, even, hello, my little genie guy that I have sitting right here on this piece of paper that I haven't yet put on my wall, right? Because I feel like I'm always living, a magic carpet ride. And literally right now I'm living that magic carpet ride and I love it.
That's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
That really is phenomenal.
The test of the magic carpet ride comes, though, when the magic carpet turns upside down and you're driving through the underworld with the magic carpet, which I discussed with you a couple weeks ago, how I felt like I'd just come out of the...
Velcro. You'll be fine. Really heavy fucking duty Velcro. Strap it in, bitch. You'll be just fine.
I didn't fall off the carpet, right? I didn't fall off the carpet. The magic was still there, but the magic was taking me down the underworld slide. And now I'm back on the outer world, upper world. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, what I want is to see how crafty you are, to see if we can use any of this intro. Can you weave that into what's going on right now with our human design?
Well, I can, yes, I probably could. So as we transition now into the weekly energy report, this week actually runs from June 19th, which is Monday, through June 25th. And this particular week is an interesting week because it's also the week of the solstice, right? The summer solstice begins this week. And in human design, it is the turning of the quarters, which means that all of the quarters are started at a vessel of love. An incarnation cross that's called one of the iterations of the vessel of love. And this week, the energy for the sun and the earth shift to the love of the self and the love of humanity. How interesting, right? It takes a real people-oriented turn and makes us understand that in order to love others, we also must love ourselves. We have to factor ourselves into that equation, into the humanity equation. And so interesting, I thought, because the sun that's a very powerful quadrant for the sun and the earth to be playing in. And it happens to be the summer solstice week. So we have the energy of the sun changing into a season that we all think of as very fertile and growth oriented. So to me, it sets the stage for what could be a very good week in terms of learning about yourself, right? Claiming your own good, claiming your, empowering yourself, being empowering of others. So both the sun and the earth are in real support of that as we move through this week. And by the way, the week starting on Monday, we're actually filming this on the Friday before. So you're actually going to see this on probably Sunday night. So understand on Monday, this is when this begins, this idea, the turning of the quarters and the shift into the love of humanity and the love of self, me, and you.
That's the sun.
Sun and Earth are both at love gates, right? The love of humanity and the love of self. So what you got for me? I love that face.
So you all saw me. I figure I'll start trying to do it on camera since God knows we're ever going to get the technology to figure it the fuck out. You like this card. We've had this card before. And it's a lovely, lovely, gentle card. I'll talk, and then I'll bring the card in. You say when it's good.
It's the Three of Cups, right? Hold it right there. It's lovely. Beautiful. Okay. Looks like fairies and light bursting out of these cups. And
right. Now, I'm going to bring the fairies in. Tell me what the fairies are doing.
Holding feet to hands?
They're dancing with each other. They're frolicking, but they're touching each other.
Mm.
This card, very much like the Four of Swords, talks about community, talks about having perspective on your riches, how much is enough, getting to know who you are. But we get to know who we are through relationships. This is the card that talks about I need you and you need me and we need to find each other. What's also beautiful is that it represents the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, which always denotes knowing thyself, knowing what you are made up of. But this is the dancy card of frolicking and community. So whenever I see this card, I tell people, get out, get off your asses, go volunteer, mix it up with people, help each other. It's a very sort of, church charity kind of card. It's the card that I also get when I want to warn people about being greedy. That's more than enough. That's more than enough right there, which you've been given. Be blessed, because you can't take any of the shit with you. I can only take away in this solar plexus, I can only take away that I got to love Janet Hickox, when I close my eyes. That's it. That's all we got. That's the imprint. That's it. So that's what's happening with so far as the card that corresponds today. And so who are heavy hitters this week? Is it a big thing happening with Venus, or is it Mercury, or...
Well, let's just run down the list a bit, because I think the big thing happening this week is in Mars. You want to talk about the big thing first and then the littler things, or what do you want to do? What's your pleasure?
Well, how about this? How about don't tell me. This is a first, folks, so let's see if we can do this. Do not tell me what planet. Do not tell me what gate, but pick one. Pick one right now.
Okay.
You got one? Okay.
Got it.
So, folks, the next thing that Janet is going to read, I'm hoping will correspond to this absolutely overflowing card. This means that whatever this energy is, it is going to augment our sun aspect and our earth aspect, because we go from the Three of Cups, giving us high test in the fuel, to the Ten of Cups. Describe it for me, gorgeousness. Tell me, what do you see?
Cups with lots of light emanating. It's flowing. Looks like it's just overflowing with this wonderful bright.
This is you've won the lottery card. This is you got an inheritance. This is you've married up. This is you got a promotion. This is your health is bountiful. This is your company just went public. So this is a great card for great wealth, mentally, physically, emotionally. I have to say, though, it's unless somebody's asking me about their mental health or physical health, the card usually comes up for money and homes, large boats. All right, folks, so now.
So the planet I chose.
Look at you, you're all at Twitter.
I'm all at Twitter. I kind of wish, like the game Password, where you used to whisper the word.
Yeah, I used to love Password and the $25,000 pyramid.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I felt like I should have whispered to somebody. The planet is
Venus.
And guess where Venus is this week? It is in the most lovely gate of all. It's called the gate of receptivity, gate 2, which comes down from the G center. So your soul, and it's meeting up with it's reaching down to the sacral center. So it really is involved in money and resources, and the compass that steers us in that respect is about being in receivingship. So to me, when I was looking at those cards, it was like, my cup runneth over. Remember that one, it was a meditation that I sent you through that Alan Cohen did. And it was about filling your bowl and letting it overflow. And
back in bowl.
Yeah, exactly. And that wonderful meditation is embodied in that card, the 10 of Cups. And Venus at this whole week is going to be sitting at gate 2, the receptive, which says, I receive the bounty of the earth, the bounty from my friends, the bounty, whatever its source, it doesn't matter. It's that also whatever I need will show up, right? Is it a house? Okay, that's going to show up. Is it money? Okay, that's going to show up. Is it a person? Is it more time? All yours. All you have to do is be holding your hands out, ready to receive.
Fuck yeah, that's just too much. That's funny as shit. Let's go for round number 2.
Okay, let's do round 2. No, this would be round 2 of this kind.
Pick one.
Done.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
So as you know, in my deck, I have several different lovers. I have male-male, male-female, and female-female.
Right.
The lovers, as you may or may not remember, is very badly chosen as a name. However, when I do finally write a book and or do my own deck, I'm going to try and make the card a little more dual messaged than what we have, as dual is aptly applied as a word in the original. It's not really called the lovers, it's called parting of the ways, and the person stands in the middle and needs to make choices as to where and what he is going down, what lane. Is this the right trip for him? Am I getting that? Oh, I am doing it's all about making the right choice, this card. People, don't misunderstand me, I will get it in certain positions, and then I know how, from experience and psychic awareness, how to interpret it. I could say, oh, this guy's a fag. You're gonna bring, well, it's the truth. I read a lot of homos, and so it's all good. But it's funny. It's like that card comes up when it talks about relationships. So I know it's not really talking about parting of the ways. Like Elizabeth Hike has shown you in the book that you're reading. If an initiate, or better yet, if someone rushes the scenario of becoming an initiate, it can be devastating, because you can go really, 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 really well, and then I don't want to ruin the book for you, but you can have one little hiccup, and when you get that juiced up energy-wise, and you make a little hiccup,
magnification.
So this card is saying, do not choose quickly. Because if you choose quickly and you are not ready for this lesson, you're fucked. If you choose correctly and go in accordance with how your chakras are doing and what you're feeling, then you'll be on your, quote, right path. But it's at that point where we're all standing where we have to make the decision. And this is called parting of the ways. Or butt fucking. It could it could go either way. I'm just joking, folks. So whatever card that was, no, it was not about anal intrusion, but it was more about not reacting, making the right decision so that you don't screw yourself.
Well, I sent a very loud, clear psychic picture to you of the planet Mars.
Huh.
And the planet Mars this coming week is sitting at gate 39, the gate of provocation. That wonderful gate of the person who is like the little button pusher, right? Pushing your buttons, poking you in the side, urging you on to do the right thing, or to do the getting back into alignment with ultimately gate 55 at the other side, which is the spirit of abundance, right? The abundance of spirit, the natural state of humanity on this planet is about abundance, is in abundance. And so provocation is going to point out to you where you are not in alignment with that, right? And Mars is a planet of action. Mars is a catalyst. It is dynamic energy, and it will push you. It will provoke you, and it's at the gate of provocation. So the provocative nature is really pronounced. And so, again, there's a little bit of a warning, too, to make sure you're saying yes to the right things in your life and not doing things that are going to self-sabotage. Remember, last week we talked a little bit about Mars because it was at the gate of the standstill, and I felt like, you know, that was the week where we're, you know, wanting to take action, but we've got these stop signs along the way, or at least the slow down signs.
I think it's very funny here because what is the glyph for Mars? The same glyph as man, right?
Yeah, arrow. Yep, exactly. The masculine principle is the same symbol for Mars.
And so when I get this card, and I know that people are lovers or whatever, I tell them, listen, this is not a like lovely, lovely, I'm going to lightly and passionately kiss you on the eyelids kind of a thing. This is an aggressive love. So it's funny that that's there. And, you know, it's also funny, I'm laughing. I came across my very first calling cards. This was before I had a business to have business cards. I had calling cards because every gentleman should have a calling. And I looked at it and I busted out laughing. I had forgotten that I had this kind of balls and moxie when I was a younger guy. And I'm talking about now 25, 24. I'd have a calling card. You know, I wasn't going to write my digits down. No. I got, you know. And it said, and I'm going to show you a picture of it because I found a stack of them. It says Jason Livanis in beautiful cursive. And then underneath it in quotes, in italicized, provocateur.
Oh, this is your gate, man. This is your gate.
So tell me how it correlates with respects to making the right decision.
Well, okay. So if you are out of alignment with spirit, if you are out of alignment with your life path or your destiny, provocation is going to cause you to have to get out of a relationship, out of a job, out of an agreement that you've made so that you can get back into alignment with what's correct for you. And it meets up with the emotional center. Provocation itself sits on the root center, but it's aiming at the emotional center, which says you got to get into alignment with what feels good, right? With what's abundant, with what is the correct thing for you, not what's necessarily correct for everybody else around you. So it's provoking, and it causes you to, often it can cause you to take action, but it's a caution to take the right action. Don't just take action just to
knee jerk. Yeah, if you're being provoked, don't knee jerk.
Don't knee jerk. Yeah.
Well, that's what this card is all about.
Absolutely. Great warning, great feedback there going on between these two cards, or between that card and this gate energy and this planet sitting there. And we have an entire week's worth. In fact, all the way through June 26th, Mars will be sitting at gate 39, provoking us to get back in alignment with where we are meant to be. And if you are not off path, you won't be provoked. Provoked. Say that 10 times fast.
Are there any other hitters that I should pull for? Or are you good?
There is. There's a reminder I want to give everybody. I'm just dying to give everybody this reminder. So maybe there's a card about this reminder I want to give.
Okay.
So
I just do me a favor. Say stop.
Stop.
All right. So you saw it on camera, right?
I did. I did. Everybody else did too.
You can rewind it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't even believe that one.
You saw me shuffling.
I saw you shuffling. So let me tell you how this all fits in, because the reminder I wanted to give everybody is that the North Node and the South Node have transitioned out of the Virgo Pisces axis. They are now firmly ensconced in the Leo Aquarius axis, most notably with the North Node sitting in Leo and the South Node in Aquarius. The North Node is at gate 29. And that's one of yours and my favorite gates, right? Because it's called the gate of commitment. It is the gate where we say yes to things in our lives, where we say, yes, we're going to take our energy and we're going to shove it in that direction. The caution.
Or we get overcommitted.
Right, or get overcommitted. So that is the caution, saying yes to the correct things in the correct timing with the correct people. And the way you do that is you follow your type and your strategy and your authority, and you do what's good for you and not just saying yes to everything. The other side, the South Node in Aquarius, is sitting at gate 30, which is the gate of desire. And it's not sexual desire. This is the desire of the things that we want. What do I want? It is very far away from the head, right? The head's clear at the opposite end because gate 30 is down in the emotional center. What do I desire is an emotional connection. It is what feels good to me. What do I really desire to achieve in my life? It's the what, right? Remember, I tell everybody, get out of your freaking head. You are not here to do the how. You are here to do the what. So the reminder I want for everybody today is, if abundance is your gig, if that's what you're after, and I think we all could agree that that is what we want, abundance in relationships, in our finances, in the resources, in the experiences and opportunities in our lives, then it starts with the what. What do you want? And that's my big reminder. What do you want? And then say yes to the correct things. Don't say yes. Do not waste your time saying yes to the things that you do not want. Do not do it out of guilt. Do not do it out of I have to, I shoulda, I could, or I would. Do it because I want. I want to. And use your type and strategy to help you figure out what is correct for you, or to decide what is correct for you.
Amen.
Amen, brother and sister. So that's the end of what I have this week for the energy report. I think it's a very good week. It's full of promise and hope and excitement, as long as we don't get provoked into doing things that are not correct for us, or parting ways, as you would have put it with the card, with things that were really good for us. No knee-jerk reactions, and say yes to what you want, not to what you think you have to do.
Yes.
That's bye. Everybody take care. Have a stellar week. And tune in again on Wednesdays to Titillating Tarot with Jason Livanis.
Yes.
At 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. East Coast. And on Thursdays to Living Astrology with me at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. East Coast time as well. Visit our websites. Jason, yours is?
Titillating Tarot with Jason Livanis, one word. I have some nice packages. Wait, let me try that again. I have a nice package. No, that's not right either. Well, I'm Greek. I can't help it. I have some nice things going on. I have a giveaway card happening, which is for free. I will read you your identifier card, where you're at spiritually. And I have some new stuff up there. Everything from a numerological calculation that stems from Egyptian numerology of exactly what lifetime you're living on, how many you've lived. And so that's always very interesting. I have another reading going on where it is he or she right for you? I get this question so much. So instead of just having an hour-long reading, I do a quickie, bing, bang, boom, find out if this schmuck is working for you or not. And yeah, so there are a couple other fun things going on. And I know that you're doing some giveaways as well. So check us out.
Yeah, check my website out at www.living-astrology.com. And I would love to have people contact me through my Facebook page, which is also Living Astrology. And on that page, you'll find notifications of my shows, Jason's shows, and fun tidbits about what's happening in the stars.
I almost forgot. So my 15-year-old nephew, who everybody has heard me talk about him. He's been Lancey Pants. Lance with no pants Lance. He has been the genesis of a lot of manifesting for me, but I sat him down and I was talking about him. He's like, "What is this, Uncle Jason?" I'm like, and he takes business in high school. You see, they're very fancy in high school now. They have business. You know, I said it's a mind map, sort of getting together, sort of some kind of a organization to how I'm going to proceed. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah. You don't want to do that though. And I said, excuse me. He said, yeah. The Twitter thing. Nobody cares. I said, excuse me? He said, yeah, that's for old people. No, you're not going to get any young people. No, everyone who's anybody knows, like Yahoo is out, Gmail is in. Nobody cares about Twitter, especially since the Cheeto man, he calls him the Cheeto man. Since the Cheeto man has really screwed it up for everyone. He really messed it up. I said, so what should I do? He's like, no, man, you got to do your Instagram. You got to be on Instagram. You're going to be famous. I said, what? He said, yeah, no Twitter. He said, you will be banging. He said, you'll have so many people. He said, you do 1-minute videos if that's possible for you to do.
No! Snap.
He said, you you should do what that Janet had suggested. That Janet, you're that Janet. What that Janet suggested, and do like a card pull a day, and that's what I've decided to do. I figure I have enough of a client base now, and I have enough of a fan base, and I've been getting requests. So every day you will see me on Instagram, starting Monday. And I'll be in different places. I won't ever be in the same place, probably. Maybe there'll be days, but I'll be at a cafe, or I'll be getting lunch, or at the post office, and I will literally be doing that because I always carry my cards. This is I think I've shown you. This is my home deck. They're all ruffled edges. Things are torn. That's my personal baby. So that's it. On Monday, I'm launching my new Instagram account so that every day we have a daily poll.
Nice. So catch up with Jason on Instagram starting on Monday for the daily card pull. And it'll be interesting to see, Jason, if some of the cards you end up pulling next week are the same ones that we
True.
in relation to the energy of the week. So I'll be looking forward to that as well. So that's all we have for you now. Tune in again next week when we do another radio promotion and another weekly energy report. Take care. Much love. Have a stellar week.